How many socks do you have there, Lloyd?
I have 2 on each foot, and they are beige. But it's interesting that you should ask, actually, Jeremy. This is a habit I have been in for so long now, I could hardly tell you. Decades, definitely. Not the beige thing particularly, but wearing 2 pairs of socks. I have a thick pair on the outside and a thin pair within, and both are very wool rich. And this is all the time, winter, summer, it doesn't matter how hot it is. That's the combination I go for. Armies are very concerned about the health of the feet of their soldiers, because soldiers have to do an awful lot of walking around, marching and carrying heavy stuff in all sorts of conditions. So they're very concerned that they don't get blisters and sores and trench foot and all the bad things that can happen to a soldier's foot. So lots of experiments have been done. The US Army, I believe, did the most extensive series of trials. So is 1 really thick sock good, or should you have 3 thin socks, or whatever? They tried all sorts of combinations, and the one that came out on top is thin inside thick. So I thought, well, if that's the case, I'll give it a go. And I can honestly say that ever since, I have never had a single blister or any trouble with my feet. The difference has been huge. And my feet don't get anything like as hot or sweaty as they used to do when I used to wear 1 thin pair of socks. Cotton socks. I've never worn cotton socks since. I wonder why cotton socks even exist. They get soaked with sweat, and then they go all sort of horribly crunchy when they dry out. Whereas wool socks don't do that to you. If you've got thick socks, you've got a sort of air space around your feet, so moisture can wick away, so your feet don't get sweatier and sweatier. And your feet never rub against the inside of your boots because you've got 2 socks, and what happens is that the socks move relative to each other, and that's the movement inside your boot, and your foot is never rubbing against the more solid leather of your boot, so you never get sore patches and you never get blisters, and your feet, even in very, very hot weather, actually in the long run stay cooler and drier in thick wool socks. I thoroughly recommend this system to all my viewers.
Lindybeige!